Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. If one has faith, one has nothing to fear. Regarding the path, Sri Ramakrishna says, through meditation you acquire divine love because you move closer and closer on one side. Through meditation you are divine, observing divine and recognizing divinity in meditation, by which your own divinity awakens. Anywhere, wherever you find anything that is divine, if you start loving it as divine, being aware of its divinity, then slowly the divinity within you awakens. Your divinity awakens. So on one side, your divinity is awakening. The divinity awakening means your bodily awareness is suppressing. In meditation, you acquire divine love. Earthly love is temporary, momentary, like water fallen on a hot pan. It falls, chink, it sound, that's all gone away. That is the earthly love. The love of God, the love of the beyond, the love of the eternal stands through eternity. So that love is attained through meditation, and through meditation you attain the goal of your life of having realized God. So here, and faith is the root of all. And faith is the, how did you begin your meditation? How did you leave the home and hearth? How did you come out of all attachments? How could you do all the duties of life without attachments, without bonds? Just faith in God. Yes, there is a thing, there is a place, there is a way to transcend and go. With that faith you began, and with that faith you crossed over. So faith is at the root of all. If one has faith, one has nothing to fear. Faith, faith in God. A devotee, sir, is it necessary to have a guru? Most of the people ask this question. Can we go without guru? Can we do? Yes, you can. It is not absolutely necessary. But does the guru awaken within you? Or do you take scriptures as guru, and are you able to understand the implications of the scriptures which give the truth? If you have come to that stage, then it is not necessary. Just awaken the longing and you will reach. But most of the people need guru. A devotee, sir, is it necessary to have a guru? Master, yes. Many need a guru. Many need a guru. But a man must have faith in the guru's words. In someone comes to Holy Mother and says, Mother, as you told, I am meditating on Sri Ramakrishna. As you have given me instruction, I am doing japa of Sri Ramakrishna. But I have not got anything till now. Mother says, hold on to truth, you will attain. That's all she says. then he doesn't understand what is holding on to truth. When we say hold on to truth, it just means as things are, tell the thing, don't tell a lie and all that. We bring it to the normal level of living and talking. Hold on to truth. Hold on to truth at all times. Hold on to truth in every action. Then comes what is holding on to truth. When I sit for meditation, if I hold on to truth, I'm sitting for meditation. No other thought can interfere. Should never interfere. There is satyata in my sankalpa. When I do a sankalpa, there must be satyata. There I am holding on to truth. I say, I sit for meditation. Now I am going to do japa. No other thought, no other presence, no other things can interfere. Only God's presence, and I am doing japa, repeating the name. Whole I am getting dissolved in doing japa. There is satyata. Otherwise, there is a gap. I do a sankalpa, and that I am going to meditate, and I am thinking of all other things because I have left out the truth that I am going to sit for meditation now. No sleep can bother, nothing can bother when I sit for meditation. So hold on to satyata. So here we see, you must have faith in Guru's words. Guru says, utter these words, repeat this mantra, you'll realize God. With what? Long back, an occasion came in my life that I had to impart a mantra to a small boy, a school-going boy, studying in 5th standard. And I was surprised the way in which he, his mother and all came and fell at my feet and asking for giving a mantra. Because in Bengal, there is if anybody has not taken initiation, mantra diksha, they are considered worse than the lowest people in the world, lowly people in the world. So, anybody who has not taken mantra yet, he has not yet taken mantra yet, they feel they don't go near him like, they don't entertain a person who doesn't have a guru to guide, and a mantra is there as a goal of life. There must be goal and there must be protection. Somebody to tell with authority. So they wanted to have, and they wanted to take from me. And after giving initiation, mantra diksha and all that process, I asked that boy, will you remember this mantra? Immediately he looked at my eyes. Can anyone forget this mantra? I can never do that. Can a Guru-given mantra be forgotten? He asked. Look at the faith. There comes faith into picture. Never again in my life there will be an occasion when I say, I have forgotten my mantra. So enshrine that in the heart and now and then peep within to see whether it is there. This is faith. Faith in Guru's words. He succeeds in spiritual life by looking on his Guru as God himself. There may be lot of defects. That doesn't matter. Somebody goes and tells to Holy Mother, you give me initiation. She asks, why do you want? You have already taken from your Guru. But his life is not good. She says, what do you mean? His life has nothing to do with the mantra he has given, nor the path he has shown. It is his karma he is doing. Why are you bothered about it? A broomstick may be dirty by itself, but it cleans everything. If you touch broomstick, you have to wash your hand. But it doesn't stop itself because it is untouchable by you. It doesn't stop cleaning the dirt in the world. So then he awakens. Oh, when I went to one of the ceremonies, that is in a Christian church, it was Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, actually, not Eve. I went there, I dined with all people, guests and all, fathers also were there. After that, one family came and met. We come only once in a year because it is Christmas Day. Otherwise, we don't have faith, we don't come here because that person's life is not good. Then immediately another person was there before I could tell anything. He said, "You have business to come to the church and do what his life. There is another person to look after. There is God to look after his life. His life may be imperfect. That should not stop you coming to the church. There is another divine being who is taking care of the whole thing. You must be able to see him independent of when he is in dress, when he is in church, when he is standing on the dais, on the platform of divine. You have to treat him as divine. His life, God will look after. There are elders of the church, higher authorities to look after. It is not your business." How nice, you see, the faith in Guru, independent of his behavior. We do not know what is really inside. Maybe externally they are showing all imperfections, to be away from people. There are many people who appear to be normal or who appear to be mad people. Make them appear like that to be safe in the realm of God. So you must have faith in the Guru's words. He succeeds in spiritual by looking upon him as God himself. Even otherwise, we every day after during meditation, follow all his instructions, do all the procedures, including worshipping Guru and merging him in the Ishtadevata. We don't keep the Guru independent of Ishtadevata. He is emerging out from the Ishtadevata. He is emerging out from God and merging back in God every day. Like any dirt is there, sugar contains some dust, suppose some leaf powder, this, that, it was kept outside, the wind has blown something. When you put into water, all other things will be floating. The sugar alone dissolves. All other things go away. Like that, the only sugar aspect is important for us. When you merge your Guru in the Ishtadevata, all defects will flow away. Your sight doesn't catch that defects. Therefore, the Vaishnavas speak of Guru, Krishna and Vaishnava. Therefore, the Vaishnavas speak of Guru, Krishna and Vaishnava. The footnote is there. The master meant that Guru, Krishna and Vaishnava were to be equally revered. As is the Ishtadevata, so is Guru, so is the mantra, so is the other who are following that path. Vaishnavas. One should honor the Vaishnavas because God dwells in their heart. One should constantly repeat the name of God. Once the Guru gives mantra, till he realizes God, the mantras go on and on internally. It will never stop again. How in Gospel, some other place we will see, there was a crow. Rama and Lakshmana are going in the forest. A crow is extremely thirsty. It is struggling and it is standing on the edge of the water in a pond. Right? It is trying to drink, but it is withdrawing again. It is putting its beak near water and coming back. Lakshmana asked Rama, look at that bird, that crow, how much it is thirsty and dying out of thirst, but it is not standing on the bank of the pond with up, it can dip the beak and take water. So close it is. It is going near the water and coming back. Why is that? Rama says it is repeating the name of God. It is telling Rama, Rama. By the time it may drink one sip, the utterance may stop, japa may stop. It is afraid. Some amount of that awareness, oh, japa should not stop, japa should not stop. I must be able to do at all times. And by practice and with sankalpa, slowly we will see that japa has become a natural and ajapa japa has begun. Without doing japa, japa is emerging out from the heart, ajapa japa, because of sankalpa and longing. One should constantly repeat the name of God. The name of God is highly effective in Kali Yuga. The practice of yoga, we have again, I remind you, there are 3 channels leading to the transcendental, to reach God. One is intellect, jnana yoga. One is bhakti yoga, through love of, that is in the heart. Through love, through intellect, brain, and through vak, speech. The 3 channels from the individual to the transcendental. That's why in Kali Yuga it is highly effective, because intellect is very difficult to trust and sustain. I have to attend to so many things. I cannot leave the things and hold on to by intellect and mind. The heart is bound to the world, family, children, this, that, attachments are holding on. I cannot remain attached to God also, through heart also. And then only left is vak, which is free, and at any moment you can go on repeating independent of the actions and thinking. The practice of yoga is not possible in this age. Practice of yoga is not possible in this age, for the life of man depends upon food. He has to go, earn, bring, cook, eat. In this, whole life goes off. So, practice of yoga is sitting for hours together. Yama, niyama, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, all these practices need total dedication and absence of the relative world. Only thing which is free and accessible, is japa, love of God. Depends upon food. Clap your hands while repeating God's name. The birds of your sin will fly away. The Thakur used to many times tell, clap your hands and take the name of God whenever you take. We had the great opportunity to be in Vrindavan for some time now, and we saw the efficacy of all this. What makes man clap, what makes man jump and dance in ecstatic love of God. What is new opening? We saw how the love expands, how we link ourselves, how our bodily existence comes to the minimum. It is unaware of itself as if a new awareness. One must go after little spiritual practices, at least a constant understanding or remembrance of God must come with us. That much is sufficient to take us to a very high level of experiences, where I don't feel I have a body. I will not know whether I have taken food or water. To that extent, it drags us. Clap your hands and repeating the name of God. The birds of your sin will fly away. One should always seek the company of holy men. Satsanga, an important part. One should always seek the company of holy men. 4 things Sri Ramakrishna used to always say which generate love of God is singing the names and glories of God, now and then entering into solitude, seeking the holy company and intense prayer. So holy company has a great participation. It constantly reminds, guides, shows, gives examples. So many ways it tries to convince the mind and keeps us in a very high level of, it never allows the mind to fall down to the lower levels of thinking. It maintains it like a buoyancy. A stone piece, you leave in water, it will immediately reach the bottom. Tie it to a small wooden piece. It will be within the water, but being tied to the wood doesn't sink. So it will be floating. This will be not reach the bottom, but remain immersed in water. One should this is what the holy company does. It doesn't allow you to sink in the world. It holds by buoyancy. The nearer you go to, the nearer you approach Ganges, the cooler the breeze will feel. You'll feel the cool breeze as you go closer to the river. Again, nearer you go to a fire, the hotter air you will feel. The two ends. There is world, there is God. There is holy men, there are worldly men. Wherever you go, you will experience its influence upon you. But one cannot achieve anything through laziness, procrastination, that is dirgha sutritva, going on, tomorrow I will do, afterwards I will do, that laziness, going and sitting for meditation, keeping the mind, then drowsing for some time, all this laziness, this will not work. One cannot achieve anything through laziness and procrastination. procrastination. People who desire worldly enjoyment say about spiritual progress, well, it will happen in time. We shall realize God sometime or other. Worldly people, their mind is still attached to the worldly enjoyments. It is not able to live and come away. Slowly it will happen. Let me do as much as possible. But the other thing is entirely different. It wakes up, no, I should attain now. Those who are really, they are like warriors. I see many people, even in ashramas and mutts, sadhakas, small problems, they start running away. They are unable to face boldly whatever comes. I have given myself to God. I don't want to flee. I don't want to run away. There is only anything happens in the nature. You can see what's in nature. Fight or flee. An animal, another animal comes to attack. If it is capable, it will fight. Or the moment it sits, it will start running away. So this, once you have taken the spiritual path, once you have given yourself to God, spiritual path, face all that comes in life. No more hesitation, no more turning away, no more running away. Face it with all strength. I said to Keshav, when the father sees that his son is becoming restless for his inheritance, gives him his share of property, even 3 years before the legal time. A mother keeps on cooking while the baby in the bed sucking its toy, but when it throws the toy away and cries for her, she puts down the rice pot and takes the baby in her arms and nurses it. I said all this to Keshav. The longing. You see, some amount of grip we must have, some amount of courage, some amount of awakening. No more sleeping, no more rest. Now it is a time. I have to push myself forward, thrust myself and attain. That spirit must always be there in the sadhaka. The sadhakatva must awaken it in its fullness. Otherwise, it will be quite painful always. So we have to transcend all those limitations and go ahead. Niranjanam nityamanantarupam bhaktanukampa drutavigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidhyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namamaha.